Hi. Happy Easter. You know what we need? We need to take the redemptive spirit of Easter and we need to put it on our government, y'all. We need that. How can we take the energy of Easter and the love and let this government be resurrected in the same way? Because that's what we need. And many of you may not follow the news and keep up with all going on. I'll give you a brief run through, just a quick brief run through. Of course, we've lost our allies. We're losing any respect that we might have had, unfortunately, globally. You know, Canada, Mexico, Europe, Australia, South Africa. The list is long. Yeah, no, they like no. Of course, the economy, I think you guys know that. The immigrants, you probably know that. They are kidnapping them and sending them to El Salvador. That's very bad. What makes this super duper 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 bad is that they're doing it without giving them any court legal, literally just throwing them in jail. And what's super scary is the excuses that they're making. It's proving that it's taking us back to a racist time, right? I even seen today, they took the tattoos on the guy's hand and actually lied and said that it says MS-13. That man ain't in no gang. That man ain't, he was minding his business. And now the poor man is in El Salvador somewhere. The government, which is the Supreme Court, said he has to come back. That government lied. It's actually telling them that that's all a lie. This is how scary this government is. This is how scary these times are, because the level of lying is so blatant. It's like blatant. The Supreme Court ruled 9-0, bring the man back. Y'all did it by accident, bring him back. And they flat out lie on the news, all over the stuff, saying, no, the Supreme Court ruled in our favor. I don't know if y'all realize how scary it is to have a government that is this defiant of the law. It's beyond scary, because there is no telling. You know, of course, they messed up Social Security, fired a lot of people. Actually, in the IRS, a lot of people quit because that Doge thing where they're trying to go in and take people's information. They ain't trying to, they did it already. Something else with Social Security, they actually are labeling people dead that are not dead. That's very, very bad. Cutting off people's benefits. Taking away our Department of Education, that's a huge thing. We need Department of Education. That goes back to racism as well. Taking away pre-K, that really is concerning. Y'all know I'm for the kids. Basically any funding for anything that is relevant is being stripped away, literally, actively being stripped away. I think for me as an educator, one of the most concerning would be them targeting those Ivy League schools. I don't know if you've seen, they sent a letter to Harvard. In that letter, wow. Like it is so blatant. Like, we want control. We control who you hire. The scariest thing in that letter for me was the taking of diversity and equality, which further confirms they do not want anything that is not white being educated. Any person non-white, they don't want them educated. Okay. Which makes sense that's why they probably took the Department of Education, because that allows education to be for the people, that gives money. Oh, the student loans they've taken. They're attacking education, attacking immigration, it's just attack after attack, and it's bad because for just so many reasons, but globally it's bad because, of course, other countries, we do have enemies, and we're developing more enemies. So that's not good. So our security is at risk. Obviously, the people's jobs, livelihood, that's all at risk. That's the economy. Every day I literally say to myself, it cannot get worse. Every day I'm like, there's no way that it can get worse. And every day somehow it manages to get worse. Every day. It's like, no, it can't get any worse. But then it gets worse. It's like, no, it can't. Come on, it can't get worse. And then it gets worse. Right now, something that is concerning a lot of people, which is why we've had the marches yesterday, is this immigration. Of course, they're taking college students and sending them away and telling them they have to leave, deporting people. People are getting emails saying that they need to leave. And to you, those of you who are not immigrants, like all of us, right? You think, oh yeah, I'm safe. You have no idea how not safe you are. Because all of this is clearly a test. They're seeing what they can get away with. Now, are they fighting back? Yes. The Supreme Court, there are so many, there are so many legal cases happening every day. The governor of California is suing, of course, for the tariffs. That's good because that's a big deal. California has a huge economy. And these tariffs affect them the most because they're the strongest state. In fact, they're the 5th biggest economy in the world. That's insane. So they're like a country on their own, a strong country at that. So to just throw tariffs at California, that affects a lot of money, a lot of businesses, so you can't do that. So obviously the governor has fought back on that. And there's all kinds of lawsuits. A lot of people, who were fired wrongfully, of course, have fought back. But there's some concern still because, see, with lawsuits and legal, it just takes time, usually. It takes time. So how much damage can be done in the meantime, and how much are they going to continue to defy the law? Because the law is telling them you can't do this. But the reality is, if he continues to get away with these things, that's why he continues to do them. This is why this presidency is so much worse than the last one, because he learned, okay, I can get away with that. I can do that. I'm going to do that. And that's what's happening now with these immigrants. Oh, okay, we're going to take the immigrants, right? And we just going to throw them out the country, and we clear there, then we can keep going. And newsflash, listen, black people, trust me, believe me. You don't even have to believe me. If he go get away with the immigrants, we next. It's us next. Then y'all know I'm spiritual, so Lord, the stuff I see, Lord, I don't even want to talk about the dreams I have and the things I see. It's really, 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 really terrible. So I am praying and wishing on a redemptive quality, and just as sure as Jesus, it looked like he was down, y'all. He took a lot of L's, and he was on that cross, and he took a lot of L's. He died for our sins, but on Easter, maybe not the exact day, I know, but he rose again. It happened. It happened. And I am praying, clinging, wishing, hoping, and I hope that you are with me, that something can happen, y'all, somehow, some way, that this government can rise the way Jesus did. We need a miraculous, amazing, powerful, redemptive, we need some stuff to happen where we can come back. And it's not going to happen by itself. We're going to have to help. We may have to go back to the civil rights time, just like they're going back. You know, they removed that out of, you know, was it the concept? They removed the fact that separate but equal stuff. So it's going back to literally to racism in the 60s, where we can be persecuted for being black, et cetera, et cetera. So many things. I hope you all are following this news, because if y'all knew what I knew, whew, we need to come back. We need a redemption. It's Easter Sunday. So pray with me, y'all. Pray. We need that miracle. We really do. A quick point before I go. I don't know if you know, there is a book called 1900, The Last President. A couple people are talking about it online. It was written in 1896. And basically, it's a polar parallel to exactly what's happening now. The man in the book, his name is the same. Y'all know I don't say the name. The riots, him messing up the economy, like whoever this writer, Lockwood, I think his name is. I'm not even prepared. I'm just talking off my head. But he wrote this book, and it's kind of like a foreshadowing of what's to come. And note, the title of the book is The Last President. That's deep by itself. Last. Just here's if it's the last, that means there's nobody after him. Last. Think about that, y'all. That's deep. If there's nobody after him, that might mean we're no longer independent. It might mean we have somebody else be the president. It might mean we're done. We're finished. And it's very concerning, because I looked all over the internet for different interpretations of this book. Of course, I got the book. It's not even that long. It's a quick read. I got the book and read it. It's very matter of fact. And it's quite obvious that this person, Mr. Lockwood, had this premonition, a dream. It's obviously something he saw, because there's a lot of parallels in the book. And he wrote it as a fiction piece. Like, this is a make-believe book, but he named everybody. He even named Pence, Pence, who was the vice president last time. He talked about the economy crashing. He talked about, and it even said in the book, one of the notable things was the dollar went down to 43 cents, which is less than half, which is happening now. And I talked about that in Being Globally Minded. Back in February, I told y'all, make sure y'all keep your money safe. So anyway, this book is really interesting, and I strongly recommend you read it. It's a quick read. It's only like 49 cents on Amazon. What is it? Audiobook or Kindle. You could even do the one where you listen to it. I think that's 99 cents. Y'all need to get this book and read it, because you know, God has an amazing way of, he shows people stuff. I know I see stuff. So this man back in 1896, he saw all of this, wrote a book about it. All you gotta do is read it. Now, I am discouraged after reading it, because to be honest with you, where the story goes is honestly where it's looking like it's going now. It's not looking good in this story. I'm just being honest. It does say the last president. So again, I say it's Easter Sunday, and I am truly praying, begging, wishing, hoping, even fasting at times, that we can truly turn this around. We gonna have to fight. We gonna have to walk, protest. We gonna have to pray that this government truly can stop this, because it's affecting so many people. It's hurting so many people. And I do have a classroom on School. That's KOOL, where I'm actively putting together a lot of information so that we can be educated. Education truly is the key. It really is, you guys. Things like this happen, honestly, because of lack of education. The people who are following him, they're believing his lies and listening and all that. And why? Because they're not educated. So whatever side you're on, right? Whoever you choose, well, that's your business. But you need to be educated, because if you were, I can assure you right now, you would not be for this. You would not be backing this type of behavior. Honestly, even if you're the most evil of the evil, you're not going to support and back this, because it's not good for anybody. One would say, well, no, maybe it's good for the rich. It's not even good for them, honestly, because it messes up our security. We're not safe. We're not safe. And if y'all knew how much I love y'all. If you knew, y'all don't know. I keep saying it over and over and over. I spend hours doing research, learning. Even now, I'm putting a classroom together. I traveled around. I moved around Europe just to prove a point. Like, okay, you can do this affordably. To further educate myself, to add to this classroom. So I'm putting this classroom together. There is a cost to it right now, but I think I'm going to let it be free just for like a few days. So even a few people can go on there and just get educated and learn and see what's going on. And let's just hope that we can work together, get it together, man, and change. I'm a philanthropist by nature, this is my job, and when I see things that are not done right or some kind of injustice, it doesn't sit well with me, because I want to see it through. I want to see it fixed. I want to see it changed. And like I said, every day I wake up like, oh no, it'll get better. It can't get any worse than this. It can't get any worse. It's like, no, it got worse. Oh no, it's worse again. Oh no, worse. I'm done. It's Easter Sunday. Have a blessed and beautiful day. I pray your families are all amazing. I give everybody's family a hug. Through the phone, through the computer. Let's fight, y'all. Good always wins in the movies. Let's let good win in real life too. Love y'all.